On that long run at the end of the game? Yeah. That's why I was surprised myself. That's why I questioned you if that's what you're talking about. I've never had that in my entire life.
When there's nothing there,
I was really scared of getting tackled from behind. And that was the only thing going through my head was like, don't get tackled, don't get tackled, don't get tackled. And I think the wind pushed me a little bit there. And so thank you, Mother Nature. We're resilient today. Give credit to them. They're a heck of a team, and they've held their last 3 opponents to scoreless when we came out here offensively, and we told ourselves this is what we're going to do. We came out and put 35 points on the board, which I'm pretty happy with. We didn't play our best game, but we good enough to win, and we'll take that any day. No, we don't. And I think it's somewhere down in Texas, which is cool because hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer down.
Who we got? Do you know yet?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's coming down here on the road, especially for all the Oklahoma guys. We got this win for the seniors that are from down here. I think it was pretty special to them, and then we could end our season with a bowl game and a bowl win. That would be pretty cool. We just thought we could take advantage of their corners and how they were playing us tight. And, we got some pretty fast guys out there on the edge, and Tyler's out there. He's making plays, and that's just my job. My job is just to get it out there and hopefully not underthrow them how fast they are. And they were just out there making plays, and there's not really too much to say.
It's awesome. I mean, especially making up for last year's loss against these guys, it feels incredible. Definitely, especially the one that went for a touchdown. They just the way they were kind of reacting to our motioning and stuff like that, we kind of thought we'd score on that. Yep, that's so thankful for that. I've never been able to play in a bowl game or much postseason in my entire life, so it means the world to me.
Well, kind of at that point in the game, it just came down to really who wanted to win the game. Who wanted it more, and as an offense, and we kind of challenged offensive line that drive. We knew we could run the ball and put a challenge to them, and give credit to those guys, and also giving credit to the guys on the perimeter. Those receivers did a great job blocking, and all I had to do was run, so it made it easy for me. Yeah, I think so. I think we really just needed to use our tempo to our advantage. We kind of got behind in the chains a little bit in the first half and kind of killing ourselves, and we weren't able to use that to our advantage. And when it came down there at the end, we really just wanted to just establish the run and run out the clock as best we could and put points on the board. And like I said, give credit to the offensive line and those receivers, making great blocks. Made it easy. Absolutely. Like you said, we only had 2 yards rushing in the first half, only 2 yards rushing, and then but with that said, our defense was getting stops, giving us short field. So really, we didn't have to. In the first half, putting up points, we weren't having to travel the whole distance to the field except maybe once or twice. So, it may not have looked like it, but our defense did a great job in the first half, just getting us in position. And there were times that we just didn't capitalize, and I think that's what we did in the second half. The defense, kept getting stops when we needed them, and then the offense really turned it on, and we finished when we needed to and put points on the board, and that's what the difference was. Yeah, I had a lot of family and friends here, and it's always fun to get to play in front of them back here in my home state. It makes it easy for them to get here, but more than anything, it was just exciting that we get to continue playing, get to go to a bowl game, and our season's not done, and I'm definitely glad it didn't end here, so that was good.
Well, when we came in at halftime, Coach Nardo sat us down and he said, we can't let them make the big plays. We got to shut down the big plays. And so when we came back out, we knew what we had to do. We had to come in and prevent, because they like to get that pass. They like to get the deep ball. So we knew if we stopped that, we could stop their run, and that's what we did.
We just came in with a great game plan. The defensive coaches had us doing what we had to do right to stop their stretch, and that we stopped that in the first half. And then they came out and made halftime adjustments, and we just came out on top. Like I said, at halftime, the coaches had the right game plan set. We made our halftime adjustments, and then everything came together. We really just wanted to do this for the seniors. The seniors, they worked hard for these past 4 or 5 years, even the JUCO transfers that came in the past 2 years. But we just wanted to give the seniors another game, and that's what we did.
Thanks, Greg. That was a great game. I mean, I'm telling you now, they're a very talented football team, as you can tell. And it was their senior day. We knew they were going to come out and give us everything they had. But our guys, they deserve that win. They played hard. We talk about at our place, you got to earn everything you get with whatever it might be, and we earned it today. I thought we got a lot more physical there, both on defense and running the football there in the fourth quarter. really kind of imposed our will there in the second half and ended up, getting the victory. But, man, I just kept watching that clock. That thing wasn't moving fast enough for me, but just started having flashbacks of last year. But here's the thing about it is we got a group of guys that are in this football program and a group of seniors that I just say they're good leaders and they're good people. They have done a great job in upholding our culture and the way that we want to do things in our football program. And a lot of those guys are from Oklahoma. It felt good, I'm sure, for those guys to, they came to Emporia State for a reason and to be a part of something and be a part of something successful. And so that's a great win. I wish we'd have scored. We got a little bit. It was my fault. We got a little bit fancy there. With one of the plays that we tried, and we got an intentional grounding and ended up not putting points on the board. We missed a field goal there. That one hurt, but we overcame it, and that's one thing we talked to our players about, that there's going to be a lot of emotion in this game. There's going to be a lot of ebbs and flows of it, and our guys just, we just talked to them about continue to play. Our guys just kept playing hard, and I think you saw that kind of in the fourth quarter how it ended up. I think there in the first half, one of the things that, I didn't really take into account, we only ran 26 plays in the first half, and we had 7. We only ran the ball 7 times. So we did 2 yards still isn't enough, even if you rush it for 7 times. But we didn't have the ball much there in the first half, to be quite honest with you. They had a lot of drives, methodical drives down the field, and that was the thing. We just didn't have enough opportunities to establish the run, and then we went to it there in the second half and were successful. And it starts with those guys up front, man. They did a great job, and our running backs, they weren't going to be denied. You could see it just even with how they ran the football. They ran the football with a purpose today. All of them, even JB catching the now screen over there. We did a good job of blocking on the perimeter, but he broke 2 tackles just being physical and having the want to. Well, we went to kind of a bread and butter. It's a pass route that we've scored quite a bit on, and sometimes you think you go to the well too much, and you're like, there's no way it's going to continue to be open, but it continues to be open and got great protection. Braxton made a great throw, and that's a big momentum swing for us right there too. That in the second half. So, and I thought, hey, their receivers did not get loose today, and they got a great group of receivers and guys that can make plays, but our guys kept everything in front, and like I talked about, it was going to be very important today to make sure that we didn't give those big plays up and that we needed to have some. And our receivers, the last 3 quarters of the season have been playing outstanding. Oh, man. Only child, Greg, that's the only child in me. I tell you, I was actually, sorry, I was actually just mad and kind of swinging my headphones, and they broke and kind of fell out on the field. So it wasn't like I threw them out there, but I also was wanting to get their attention. I don't know. Hey, they got a tough job. I know that, and I get upset, and I got to be able to control. I told our guys at halftime, let's not do anything stupid and put ourselves in a bad situation, and the head coach goes out there and does it. But maybe it fired him up. I don't know. Basketball coaches do that, don't they, to get the team fired up? So I saw that was a plan. That was all planned. They did, and we've had to overcome a lot of adversity throughout the course of the year. That's part of the MIAA. That's why I'm so proud of these players. We finished 7-4, and it's disappointing at Emporia State because that's where our program is at. But I will tell you, it's very tough in this league, and you see what we're up against. You see what I'm looking at down here in the end zone. It's tough, and it's a tribute to the coaches I got because I'm going to tell you, they worked their tail end off. And we got players that believe in what we're doing, and that says a lot. And our guys play hard. They care about one another, and we may not have the fanciest stuff around, but I'm telling you, we find a way to get it done, and we play with the chip on our shoulder, and our guys play with the chip on their shoulder today. It has been made official. I actually just got a phone call from Tony Talton, who is I think he's the leader of that bowl, of the Corsicana Bowl. So, and I didn't answer because I'm on here with you. So it is. I'm sure it's official. If it's not, I told everybody at the end of the game. I was so excited. Hey, look, our seniors are great people. And I'm so proud of them, and they deserved it. And one thing I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not forgetting, Don, our fans are unbelievable today. The people that made the trip to Edmond, Oklahoma today, I thank them. Our team thanks them, our program thanks them, our coaches. They were unbelievable. They were loud, and our players fed off of it. And that's the thing about it. I know they're going to travel down to Corsicana too and follow us down there.